What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tonic, and I'm here with
Mulv.
I'm here with Mulv. Channel will be linked down in the description below. But last night we
Bro, I
walked.
need to wash my hands, bro. Oh god.
Okay, well while he's going to wash his hands, I'm gonna explain to you guys what went down last night, and I'm also gonna turn my light ring. So last night, me and Mulv walked down to my local park, and we had one of the most crazy experiences ever. And when I say crazy, I mean like we seen some kids. And these kids walked up on us all crazy and stuff, and I'll wait for them all to get in here. We basically walked to the park, and this shit was... These kids were wilding. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, guys, let's get into it. As you guys know from the intro, we pretty much went to the park to meet some people, and we're about to explain who we went to meet, what happened, what went down when we get there. It was pretty fucking insane. Pretty eventful. So guys, pretty much the setting was in the background of this whole thing going down was, oh, I'm choking on dick. So me and Mulv over here, we were about to hang out, you know. So he comes over to my house, we're chilling, we're watching movies, played a few video games, you know, just like what the boys do when we hang out. Had some good butt sex, you know.
Oh yeah.
Just some average boy stuff, you feel me? And so we text this girl that's next to us. And her name was, for this story, we'll give her the name Emily. So we hit Emily up because we're just trying to hang out, you know, and she didn't want to come over to my house for some reason. I don't get it. I mean, we have a badass TV setup.
That's what I'm saying.
We would watch some TV or something, you know, play some games, like just hang out, you know, in general, like what do you do when you hang out. And so we text Emily and she's like, hey, I don't want to come over. Can we hang out at the park? So we're down with it, you know, we're okay with it. We're okay to go to the park. And you know, so she wants to meet us like really late for some reason. We thought it was sketchy, but you know, we did it anyway. We got a nice walk out of it. So she kept giving us excuses and stuff like, "Oh, I'm not coming. I'm not coming." Or I'll be there in a few minutes. I'll be there in like 10 minutes. My sister's getting out of the shower, so I'll be there in like 5 minutes. And we're like, "What the fuck does your sister getting out of the shower have to do with it?" But anyway, Emily just kept giving us excuses and shit, and like she didn't want to come for some reason. I think it was like she just didn't want to meet us because it was late at night, and she thought it was sketch, even though like, she kind of knows us. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much who we were going there to meet. I'm gonna let Mole take over for a little bit to tell us what went down and what actually happened when we got there.
All right. So it was around 7:30 when we left, and we're just walking down the street. Jaden knows the street because at a shop. So we're walking down this familiar street. He knows the way to park. So we're walking down, and then as we get to the park, there's this group of a bunch of like middle schoolers and one freshman there. And they just start screaming the F slur, like rude ass shit at us. It was very fucked up for no reason. Like we didn't do anything. But then they moved from where they were at. So we go and sit down because it was a nice spot. It was under cover. It's kind of wet outside, all right? And so we just sit down. But then one of the little kids comes over. He's like, "Yo, don't listen to my friends, man. They didn't mean it. They're just doing that to be funny. Don't listen to them." And then he walks away, all right? But then more like all those little kids, all those middle schoolers that like swear they fight, come over and start acting like they something, and it was really weird. Like one of them was like, "I'm psycho, bro. You don't want to mess with me."
Oh yeah, the
There's
fat kid.
yeah,
There's this little fat kid. There was a little fat kid that ran up on us, and he was like, "I'm really hard, bro. I'm not from around here." And I just started laughing at him. I remember I literally laughed at him, and he was like, "Don't laugh at me, fool. You folks, nothing funny, folks. You know I'm really crazy, bro. I'm crazy." And it was like a 10-year-old, bro, and we just started dying, bro. We were laughing.
He was giving us a fake name, like my name's Tom. And no, his name wasn't even Tom. I'm not gonna say his name but like his name wasn't even Tom. But then eventually, the freshman comes over. He's like, "I was gonna pretend I was gonna fight y'all and like try to scare y'all, but like never mind, bro." And we just chilled. But like a lot of those weirdos, those kids were like really weird. Like the freshman was like he was way more responsible than all of them little kids. Little kids were swearing they fight people, swearing they whoop ass, like talking about smoking weed. Like they're like 10, like 4 or 5 years younger than us. It was stupid. I couldn't believe it. And It
Yeah.
was just
You want me to take over?
yeah.
All right. So these kids are swearing they whoop ass. He was like, "My name's Slapaho," and then he was like, like one of these little kids. He was like, "My name's Slapaho," and then was like slapping his friends and shit. And like they were all trying to fight each other. And then I remember at one so me and Micah or Mulv, we're just sitting down, and they're like sitting at our table for some reason. They're all like surrounding us. It was the most crazy thing ever. There's like all these 10-year-olds, and they were like, and this one little fat kid, he goes, "Do y'all fight each other?" I go, "Yeah, man, all the time, day in and day out. I'm just going in on him, beating his ass, because that's what friends do." Like, I don't know where these kids got the concept that, like, friends just fight each other all the time. I mean, like, I don't really see the point of that. Like, we got better things to do than just fight all the time. But, like, they were like, "Yeah, man, I'm hard. I'm not from around these streets, man." And I'm like, "Bro, you're 10 years old. Shut the fuck up. Shut the hell up."
I felt bad for that little fat kid because they were just excluding him. Like,
Yeah, bro. There's this like his friend, the kid who was like talking about him being like crazy and stuff. They like excluded him from everything. Apparently they were gonna have like a sleepover or something, bro. I felt bad, bro. He looked depressed as fuck. He looked like he didn't even want to be like that.
He looked like he had something, like somebody whooped his ass, like somebody punched him with a right hook straight to his eye. Like he had scars, bruises. Like homie looked like he was in a rough time, and his friends were just excluding him. I felt really bad.
Yeah, but I mean, after that, we were just like, we made up an excuse to just like walk away. I remember, and this went on for like a good like an hour. Yeah, it went on for like an hour. So we had to make up an excuse like, "Hey, yo, we're gonna go walk around, see if they're still coming," because we were still seeing if Emily was gonna come. You feel me? And like after about an hour, we're just like, "Hey, she's not coming." And the crazy, like that was really crazy. But another crazy part that happened is when we were walking home, bro, we almost got lost. I swear, we almost got lost. But it was just a crazy night. We ended up walking home. She never ended up meeting us there. It was like weird. We called her. We were like, "Dude, you're really weird for not showing up. Like, why would you tell us that?" And then like an hour later, not even show up. But
she's the one that planned it too. Like we didn't even like.
yeah, we didn't even plan this. She planned this and she didn't even show up. But like we just thought it was crazy that we ended up going there. And like I remember us walking back home. We were like, "Dude, we have to make a story time out of this." So that's what we're doing right now. We're just messing around making a story time about this. But I mean, overall, it gave us a cool experience. It's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much all that happened. We made it home safe. Obviously, none of us died, sadly. But other than that, y'all, I'll see y'all next episode. Bye-bye.
Peace, y'all.
And throw that ass up, blood so big, I can roll your ass up, drop it. I got my bags up, got big bags, you need to race up, do it. Go stupid, ass on fat, but the waist on moving. Got 3 racks just spent on shoes and what you want.